A controversial project being considered for a massive data center is getting a lot of attention in Apex. Tonight, the developer was in town to talk with neighbors about that plan that would change the landscape of that part of Wake County. Tom George has the concerns over noise, water, and the environment.
Well, this room was packed. It was standing room only as people from Apex came to voice their opinions about the new project and also hear from the developer.
How many signatures would it take from this town for you to ditch this project?
People in Apex speaking out against a potential new neighbor. A proposal for a 190-acre data center near Old US 1 and Sharon Harris Road would include 4 buildings housing computing and networking for AI. The developer today saying it would be used by one single company, which they haven't announced. Neighbors had questions.
The people don't want this. The people that know about it don't want it, and the people that don't know about it will find out about it. They won't want it either.
Many concerned about electric usage, which would be a big strain on Apex, along with all the water being used and concerns about noise. The developer, Intelli Holdings, saying they would try and mitigate the noise caused by the cooling system and backup generators.
What I would say is we're working really hard to come up with a program that really standardizes what we need to do to ensure that we're not impacting neighboring properties in a negative way.
The plan also puts North Carolina at the center of debate over these kinds of data centers as the AI industry continues to grow. The developer says they already have other projects in Maryland housing data centers used by Fannie Mae and the Social Security Administration.
I think the industry needs to look at where does it make sense for these facilities to be located so that we can support this demand. There are places where it definitely doesn't make sense, and there are places where it does make sense. And in our view, this is a very compelling site.
But neighbors arguing this project is just too big for what the area is zoned for.
It would be a cataclysmic amount of changes that would make me consider raising an eyebrow about it. Of course, I don't want something that's going to affect my family 2 miles from my home.
Now, again, this is still very, very early in this process. There will still be other portions of public feedback. The next possible movement on this may not be until early next year. In Apex, Tom George, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.